morning, Jana here with Jana's Quilt Shop. Well, it's time for our Monday morning tidbit, and I have a good one for you today. You see, I've got all my Easter decorations on up there, but I have a 4th of July quilt for you. We got to make them now to get them ready, so I want to show you that in a minute. First of all, I want to remind you to check your calendars and check the calendar on Facebook if you don't have one for the class schedules, because some of them have been moved around, because some of them have been moved up, because next week we go to Quilt Retreat. It will start the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, so we'll be out of the shop, and I didn't want you to miss your classes that week, so they're going to be moved up a week. Check your calendars and you'll know what's going on. Okay, if you wanted to go to retreat and you didn't get signed up for this one, be sure to sign up for September retreat, because we have another one the 3rd week of September. And we have lots of fun, lots of quilts to make, and just check it out. You'll like it. Okay, today I want to get right into it and show you this little quilt that I made up. I don't even know where I got the idea, but I love vases and I love pinwheels. So it's a mixture of those, and it's some of my favorite fabric that has been in the store for a little bit, and I wanted to utilize it. Look at this little quilt. To me, it is a perfect 4th of July wall hanging. Okay, I just wanted to see a close-up of it because I want you to see these 3D pinwheels. See those cute little pinwheels? I've made a lot of 3D pinwheels, but never this small. Look at those. I've got 3 of them. And you see the ribbon and the little star buttons I've got in the middle. So I'm going to hang this up and I'm going to talk to you about it and show you how to do some of the little pinwheels there. And a couple other things you might like. All right. So let's move this chair. So what I envisioned on this, when I decided to make this is a table. Like this vase is sitting on a table and you're looking at it, and this is the wallpaper. So then you see the vase and you see these pinwheels sitting in the vase. Got their ribbon. There is a stick that goes up there, but on each one of them, but it has the ribbon hanging down, and the little 3Ds, they're sewn in. There's not any applique on that. The applique is just a little bit on the vase. It does not take long at all. I just did a little satin or small zigzag on that to make that. So let me show you how to do the little pinwheels. If you've never made one, you will see how easy they are. Okay? Here's my board. What you're going to need is, these are just some samples. I made these larger so that you could actually see what I'm doing. So you're going to need 4 background squares. And I like to use something light so that we can see the pinwheels nice and strong on them. So I'm going to do my 4. And it takes 4 to make a block. So every time you do a pinwheel, you will need 4 of these. This is grunging. Boy, you have to look to see the right and wrong side of that. Okay, and then you need 4 color squares. They could be all the same, like I did in those. This one's a stripe, that one's the star fabric. But this one, I did 4 different colors, and I want you to see how that looks. But what you do on these, you fold these in half. Now, people say you should press them. Well, if you press them, you don't see the 3D effect as much. So it's best to just finger press these. So I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to put it on this square there. But I'm going to fold it in half, and you take this bottom square and just go over to the middle. Well, if I can get my fingers to work. Okay, you see that? So you fold it in half, pull this over that point over to the middle. Now I'm going to get a pin here and show you how to put it on the square. So I'm going to put it on right there. So what I'm going to do is pin it in place, so all I have to do is sew it. Hopefully that'll stay there and I'll have to put more pins. Okay, you see that one? That's one part of that 3D pinwheel. So then you take another one, fold it in half on the diagonal there, finger press it, pull the left corner down to the center point there. Line that edge up because that's going to be in the seam. Okay, on this one, instead of going up and down, you're going to turn it. You're going to go ahead and put it in the corner. Line that up and pin it. Okay, so there's 2 of them. We got 2 to go. They're done the same way. You fold in half, finger press, pull the left corner over to the center, and then this one is going to go down the other way, straight, like this. Let me get it pinned and you'll be able to tell. Okay, so like that. See that? So you're alternating around so your pinwheel will look like a pinwheel. Okay, in half, finger press, turn the corner up. Okay, get that neater there. All right, on this one, look what I got to do. I got to put it in the corner. See? All right, I'll line that up, make sure that's going to get in that seam. You got to make sure that fits in that seam. Okay, so you can see the pinwheel effect there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it over here to my machine, and I'm going to sew it and show you. And then you will know how to make a pinwheel any size you want it. So you could base those in place, but if you've got it pinned good, all you have to do is pin that top row, flip the top row up, and sew this seam here in the middle. So I'm going to make sure everything lines up good, catching all edges there. There we go. I'm going to do my 1/4 inch seam there. We square these up after we're finished, so they will be squared up if it's not perfect on the edges. Okay. All right, I've got the top one row done. Now you won't be able to tell much about it because when I get this one done, I'm going to press it. All right, do this one, flip it over, sew it in the same way. Flip it over here, get my seams lined up, my edges lined up there. Okay, do my 1/4 inch seam there, making sure I catch all of it. If I let that slide, I'll miss the side of it. Okay, there we go. These are so fun to make. You could make a whole quilt. This would make a great baby quilt with Aunt Grace fabric or baby colors, or you could do a big patriotic quilt like that. Okay, so here's the way I had it lined up. So what you're going to do is take it over to the ironing board and make sure you've got everything laying down. Press this open so you don't have any bulk there. Press that open. Open this up. Press this one open. I'm not going to do this seam because I don't have my iron over here, but this is what you do. And then you've got it pressed. You're going to flip this up, matching your seams, making sure you got your edges even, and sew a seam across there. With these open, that's going to lay flatter. That's why I said open, because there'll be some bulk right in there. But look at that. You see that little pinwheel? I like these even mixed like that. It'll be so cute. Look at that. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish that one and make a little pillow out of it or something. That's really cute. Okay, that's the way you make those 3D pinwheels. Some people don't like this flap. If you wanted to, you could go in there and tack it. But once you press that and it's sewn all around here, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't move much. And I really like it. You can't quilt over it an overall quilt pattern. You have to quilt around it. But that's what makes it look so neat. Okay, that's what you do on this quilt. You've got 3 of the little ones in this one. And that's the squares here with that we've made. And then I've added fabric to it. And then this table, then you put your applique on, stitch around that. You got a little small polka dot border. And then this is all patriotic fabric. And I love this fabric because it's a line that has these cherries hanging. And then it has the flag in there with the roses. I think that's so pretty. And then the star just goes in with the patriotic theme there. Okay, I hope you like that. If you would like a kit of this with the pattern in it, the kit with the pattern, and you will get the ribbon. I do not have the stars, so you can put a button in there or something in the middle of your pinwheels if you'd like. But you'll get the ribbon, the whole top, your vase, the pattern for the whole thing. Just the top, though. I haven't quilted this one yet. but you'll get the top fabric, and it's $32. The kits aren't made up, so if you'd like to have one, put in the comments and we'll get you made one up this week, okay? So in the comments or call the shop at 972-5543, and we'll be glad to sell you 1, 2, 3, 4 kits, whatever you want. We'll make those up. We have plenty of this fabric right now. So while supplies last, we will have you a kit, okay? All right, that's my tidbit for today. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Good day.